Hey everybody, and welcome to the King of Shadows 1111 YouTube channel. This is Queen of Light 1111 here with your full moon reading. Now, I just did a reading on my Queen of Light 1111 channel where I talk about what masculine and feminine both need to release as far as their journey is concerned, and then also as related to each other. And so now this here is all about the connection. So we're going to be looking at what needs to be released in the connection during this full moon in Leo. And then this is telling us what is coming in after the full moon. Very interesting energies. Bottom of the deck is what we're going to start with. And look at this card flew out. I mean, well, it didn't fly out. It happened to be at the bottom of the deck after I shuffled everything. A time to give rather than take. So what needs to be released is the give, give, give energy and the take, take, take energy. Okay? And then for what needs to come in is reciprocal energy, a balance between both masculine and feminine. So what needs to be released? This energy of someone's giving, 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 someone's taking, 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 right? When you look ahead, all there is this external conflict, right? But this is what needs to be released. This needs to be released, that we've made a decision that we want to talk, we want to be together, we want to work things out, but we're not coming into this energy of conflict, right? In order for this connection to move forward, we have to address the past. There has to be some uncomfortable conversation between masculine and feminine. Look, you have the twin flames card. There is no balance if we are not addressing what has occurred. There's no balance if we're still in the same paradigm or the same narrative of give, 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 take, 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 chase, 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 run, run, run. Oh, my Buddha just fell after I said that. So the bottom of the deck for the energy of what needs to be released is we've got to bring balance into masculine and feminine energies within ourselves and with each other, right? There's this energy of looking ahead at this battle between the two. It doesn't have to be a battle, but it certainly will be a challenging conversation. The person that did someone wrong is going to feel uncomfortable, but they've got to get their big boy pants on, right? To address the situation. We cannot turn the page unless it's addressed. We can't come into a new chapter, into a new narrative until we have put that past to bed. You don't just get right back together and sweep everything under the rug. Maybe that's what you guys have done every single time, and all it did was come back to haunt you again in a different way, but it's the same repetitive behavior. Can't do that this time. Even though it's uncomfortable, it must be addressed. So the bottom of the deck of what needs to be released is this energy of imbalance. What needs to be released is this energy of, like, I know I need to talk about it, but I'm not really going to talk about it. It will not bring in the union. Avoidance will not bring in the union. So someone needs to be bold and make the first move. And that needs to be masculine. I'm going to tell you that right now because that card already came out on the masculine side of the reading in the Queen of Light 1111 video. So I'm not going to rechannel this, but this is telling me that feminine, you don't have to do anything right now, but get out of your head, and you need to sit in the high priestess energy. If there's something that I want to really emphasize today in this reading is feminine, don't chase. Feminine, don't overgive. You are the high priestess. You are intuitive. You are the goddess. You are knowledgeable about how this connection works, how this journey works. You are not to chase. Be bold and make a first move. This is what needs to happen. You don't need to be the feminine needs to release this energy of making the first move. Masculine needs to bring this energy in. So what needs to be released? We need to walk away from this over-analysis of communication, how to communicate, what to say, how to communicate. This is really what came up mostly for masculine in his reading that I just did. So he needs to be the one who releases certain energies in order for this connection to move forward, if it's going to move forward. Feminine, you have nothing more to do as related to your masculine other than pulling back and sitting on your throne as the high priestess. Period. Masculine's got to bring in the conversation, he's got to bring in the balance, and he has to address the external interference or the external, conflict that you are both experiencing with each other. It's time to walk away from this over-analysis. It's time to walk away from the pause in communicating. If this is going to move forward, masculine's got to get bold. So now where is this connection headed after this full moon? So we still have this as the bottom of the deck. Masculine has to come into his personal power. This is very interesting because here's Leo, strength card. And I asked specifically, what is coming up after this full moon in Leo for masculine and feminine in their connection? There has to be this energy of balance and reciprocity. But there's an energy of strength. There's an energy of strength, personal power, to not be the trickster, to have victory over that energy, to be able to restrain yourself from self-sabotage, from deception, from trickery. You can't make it up. Masculine has to stop that energy. I mean, listen, I love both the masculine and feminine. I really, really do. But I've got to get a little tough here on the masculine's cards, because masculine has to step it up, and feminines, you got to get out of your head. You don't want a masculine that is operating in the Seven of Swords energy. You want the masculine who has overcome that energy. That is the only way to come into a reciprocal union. It's not going to happen. You don't want the union otherwise. You don't want it. You don't want it. So focus on yourself, focus on your own emotions, focus on your own mastery, feminine, and pull back. Pull back. Masculine has to be the one that makes that move, that addresses what's happened. When he comes in to bring in this sort of reciprocity, he's got to overcome this trickster energy. And I feel like that's going to happen. I feel like that's what Spirit is saying to us today. Like, what's happening after this full moon in Leo? We're not going to self-sabotage. Feminine is no longer going to self-sabotage by giving. And masculine's no longer going to self-sabotage by being a trickster. So what's coming? Look at this new moon. A new start is coming. A new start is coming. You can't make this up. Feminine, when you pull back and you honor yourself, when you pull back and value yourself, you are showing people your value and your boundary. So with this new moon card, this new start, this is the first card in the deck. New start is here. Hope is here. Once you address the past, it's time to forget about the past. It's an auspicious card. It's a very, very positive card. And it's saying that your union is blessed. But the cards that clarify, Nine of Wands, spiritual strength. Where do we get the strength card? Bottom of the deck. The spiritual strength to do the right thing, to be moral, to be ethical, is up to masculine. Right? And I'm by no means, for the people that are distorted watching this, by no means am I telling anybody to sit around and wait. I'm not saying that. I'm saying don't wait. I'm saying move forward on your journey. I'm saying get out of your head. But masculine, in order for this to move forward, and should the feminine be available or desire this connection after this full moon, well, this is really telling me masculine's going to need to walk away from the pause, address the situation, and then if you should move forward after this full moon in Leo, in the new moon, a new start is here. But masculine has to be in this energy of being moral and ethical and having the strength, the wisdom to do so. And then it's up to feminine whether or not she wants this or not. But you surely, feminine watching this, by you valuing yourself, have shown masculine that don't come for me unless you are in your ethics, your morality, that you are in this energy of wisdom, because you want something traditional. You want this spiritual commitment. You don't want to be played. Been there, done that. And that is why this balance is very necessary. You've got to have the tough conversations in order to get into this union. You cannot sweep it under the rug. You cannot pretend it didn't happen. You've got to address it and then forget about the past. Forget about the past, because masculine will have the strength to be that moral, ethical person should you want him back. Period. The end. All right, guys. I hope you have a wonderful day and happy full moon. Bye.